Hey guys, I am back for Atlanta episode 5 and 6 review. And I guess this is going to be like a brew and review. I am done with my wand double IPA and I am about to open up my Shortfuse hazy double IPA with Cashmere and Citra hops. I actually really like this beer. I'm a fan of Shortfuse. They actually have some really good beers. I like to drink a lot of local beers in the city. I've never been out to Shortfuse. I want to go out there. Never visited their facility brewery, but in the near future, they're out in the burbs. Um, I can get to like the city ones, a little bit quicker. And there's like so many breweries in Chicago, and there's like a lot to to drink here. As far as breweries over the past, like I don't know, 5 years, I feel like, or 10 years, there have been so many. And yeah, I like to drink a lot of local beers and craft beers. And I guess this will be another brew and review. So cheers. And we're gonna get started after I take a drink. Give me a sec. I'll taste so good. They have like a bunch of I think a lot of breweries had that those particular hops, the cashmere and the citra hops, because I've seen that like seasonal, like right now, or like I guess starting in August, a lot of beers that came out had those particular, especially cashmere hops in it. But anyway, this isn't about beer. If you want to see me do some beer reviews or talk more about craft beers and beers that I can get access to, then let me know down below and I can make that happen as well, which I'll probably do. It sounds fun. It's fun. I like drinking beer, so I'd have no problem doing it. Anyway, let's get to Atlanta episode 5 and 6. Okay. Episode 5 starts out Paperboy and Earn. I don't know why I keep forgetting Donald Glover's character's name. It's like I just want to call him Donald Glover or something. I don't know. I just don't want to call him Earn. It's not sticking with me when it comes to this show for some reason. Maybe it will later, but as of right now, I just like, oh, Donald Glover. Anyway, so yeah, they are at a youth basketball, celebrity basketball tournament, or when celebs do that, I guess for charity and whatnot. They're out at one of those in Atlanta, obviously. And we see Paperboy go up to this one um, little reporter, and he's like, trying to be like, oh, you can go ahead and interview me right now, and, trying to act like he's more than he really is. Like the girl, she like, who are you? Um, And he's like, "Oh, I'm Paperboy. I made that song, like, Paperboy, Paperboy, whatever." And she's like, "Oh, you that dude that shot, somebody." So he's more so being known as some dude who shot somebody over the, like, this rapper or whatnot, but whatever. And he kind of, is not feeling that rep that he's getting, but man, you did shoot somebody. Did he kill that man? Because later on, they keep saying that he like murdered or killed. I don't know. I'll touch on that again later. Now, why is he out of jail? I mean, you just shoot people and then get bailed out, and I don't know. I'm confused on that part, but we'll get to it. Uh, so it's him and Earn, and they at this event, and Paperboy is going to play. Earn's just there as his manager, dressed like he's somebody intern or something, with like a little dress shirt and town and a little duffel bag or something. I don't know. And they see Justin Bieber walk in, and to my surprise, Justin Bieber is portrayed as this little young black boy. which I mean is funny within itself, with Justin Bieber's antics and stuff, you know. But honestly, I feel like if he was actually a real little black boy, he'd be held more accountable for a lot of the things that he has done or does or whatnot. But anyway, that's another conversation. So he's just going around, you know, doing a little Justin Bieber, little high school acting antics, and all the girls like, oh my God, it's Justin Bieber, ooh, and whatever. And then you can tell that Paperboy, Alfred, whatever, is very like, ugh, I can't stand him. What do people see in him? And blah blah blah. He like just real upset for no reason. Like, why you so mad at him? Like, did he directly do something to you? Like, why you hating on him? I mean, I can see you might being annoyed by him, but I don't see like where the animosity comes directly like towards him. Like he did something specifically to you, and he didn't. Um, so from there, you know, Paperboy got to go get dressed and get ready for the game. And we see Lloyd up in there randomly. I mean, he in Atlanta, so makes sense. And then Jaleel White too, like little Urkel and stuff. He's just there for the celebrity thing. I mean, I'm sure it's more celebrities that I did not identify. You can shout them out if you want to, but I'm just saying the people that I saw and knew of, and that's about it. And so Ern goes off. He's like, I'm just gonna chill in the cut and I'll see you later, homie, or whatever. So and who walks over to him is little white lady, who I see is what's her name again? Jane Addams. She I was like, that's Tanya from if you ever watched the show Hung about that male prostitute she was pimping him and her name was Tanya. It was just so funny. I'm a motherfucking pimp. She beat that girl ass in the office. It was just funny. But that's Tanya. She also played that crazy lady who abducted Rolla and was just having all types of freaky sex with him in Claws, which I love that show as well. And she also played what was her name? Mel and Frasier. For anybody who loves Frasier, I love Frasier. You know, I still watch it. Like to this day, I watch Frasier episodes. It's a good show. So yeah, so she's like walks up to Ern and she's like, apparently she mistaken him for somebody else because she's like, oh hi. I think she called him Alonzo or something. It's been so long. And he's like, you know, she's like, I know I haven't been around, but you know how I am. I disappear and resurface and you know this. And he's like, oh hey, you know. So I guess he was looking into that, like maybe she could be a contact to get him into something or to help him do something just off of who she thinks he is. So, you know, we jump back from that. And then we jump over to Darius. Darius goes to the gun range and he gonna get some gun. First, I thought he was just buying a gun, and I thought they were just giving him a gun all willy nilly and fast, and just because he told him to have fun. I'm like, what kind of fun he about to have? He about to go shoot people? What is going on? But he's at the gun range, and I guess I wasn't paying attention to the signs. So he goes in there and he starts. The picture that he chose to shoot at is of a dog, and people are looking like, why would he choose to shoot a dog? And I'm like, well, why would they give that option if they were going to be offended by it? I'm just saying, not that I think you should shoot dogs either, but I mean, I'm thinking, is this foreshadowing from, you know, at the beginning of episode one when he's talking about, I know that dog or something, and he has some deja vu. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I'm sure it'll reveal itself later, like why he got this thing with dogs. Um, so yeah, from there, I mean, let me just get his part out the way, Darius. So he in there shooting a dog, people looking at him sideways, and then some white dude walk up to him like, hey man, you can't just be in here shooting dogs. What if I had my kid in here? I'm like, why would you have your child in the shooting range in the first fucking place is my question, but I digress. Anyway, um, so some I think they were Arabic or something. People came in to defend Darius. Was like he can shoot at whatever he wants to shoot at. I saw you shooting at one a picture of a Mexican holding a knife. Your racist shooting things. So don't sit there and tell him who he can and cannot shoot at. So then the owner of the, I don't know if he's the owner, the worker or owner of the place comes in with a shotgun and shit, talking about some, I told you not to start no trouble. You need to get out. I'm like, dang, he didn't even do nothing. It was a little extreme, but I guess whatever. So he kicked him out, and that was the end of his story for the episode. Back to the Justin Bieber and all that stuff. So they go on to play the game, and Paperboy just has it out for him. Justin Bieber is just acting just like a fuck boy through the whole thing. Little girl screaming his name, and I love you, Justin. He's like, I know, bitch. And I'm like, you rude. And I don't know if I've ever heard Justin Bieber actually say that to a girl, but I don't follow him like that because I am not 17. Um, then what else? So he's like, let me guard him. I'ma guard him. So he just got it out for him. And then because Justin was like, he gonna dunk on these hoes, or he gonna dunk on, I don't know, he might not say on these hoes. But so he's just going off on some just random, just going after him, fouling him. And then Justin, I think, did dunk on him or shoot off of him. And then they just get into it and start like not really fighting, I wouldn't say, but like wrestling to the ground, and he take his shoes off and throw them. Then towards the end of the episode, Justin does a press conference and whatnot. Sorry, y'all, my neck hurt. And he like, oh, I'm apologizing, just how Justin Bieber did. I apologize for my actions, and I love Jesus now. But here go my new single. I'm about to sing it right now. I want to hear it go. So he went and started singing that, and the little reporter that Paperboy was like, "Oh, don't you want to interview me from the beginning?" Was like, walked over to him, or he walks over to her. I don't remember, and she was like, everybody expects him to be like I guess the heartthrob, whatever, and expects you to be the asshole. You need to play your part. She's like, let me give you advice. And then I guess he just wasn't feeling it. And she like seizures away dancing. I don't know what she was doing. And that was pretty much the end for him for the episode. But Ern, he gets around and he's networking and mingling, and they're asking him about like, oh, is your client be into doing this and doing that? So it looks like he might have made some good connections networking under false pretense. But I mean, hey, you got to get in where you fit in. He broke and bougie right now, so he got to do what you got to do. So he was just saying he's trying to get whatever he's doing is about money. So that's his main goal, is trying to get money. I mean, at least he's trying to get some money to help and take care of his daughter and baby mama and stuff. So I can't be mad at him. It's just how he go about it, and what he doing in the meantime. Being broke as hell can be stressful on everybody in that situation. So whatever. So he comes across Jane Thomas's character. No, I said Jane Thomas. Sorry, y'all. Jane Addams, the girl that played Tanya, whatever. Jane Addams' character, and she's like having a drink, and I think she said, "Let me get the Bushmill and not the Jameson. I care about myself," or something. It was funny. Ain't nothing wrong with Jameson. I mean, it's a little strong. Bushmills. I love whiskey, but whatever. So she's like, you think I don't know what you did? You cocksucker faggot. So I guess whoever she thinks he is a homosexual man who, she's like, I don't work for the ASA anymore, or somebody she used to work with or was in the same field as, and kind of ratted her out for something. And she's like, I'm gonna make sure that I take you down. You thought I was gone, but I'm not. I'm still here. Like, she was just going in. She's like doing the real, on the low waspy, like, but she was, telling him like, I'm not gonna stop until you homeless. And I'm like, dang, whoever she think he is, like, she really got it out for this motherfucker. So from there, and he's like, this, I'm not who you think I am. And that was it for that episode, for episode 5. Episode 6 is mostly about Van. Yeah, just pretty much a Van episode, Vanessa, whatever. So so we see the back of some girl. She got a ponytail to the back. She wearing white. She like she trying to be, I don't know, Olivia Pope or something. Not, well, she got on all white and shit. Like she gonna put a white hat on. I don't know. She real like uptight looking. So, and then you see Van walk up in the distance, and they're like at a restaurant. And she like, oh hey girl, it's been so long. How long are you here for? She's like, oh, up until like 9. My flight leaves out at 9, and I'm flying in a private jet or a PJ or some, I guess rich people or people who around rich people use that terminology. And she's like, yeah, I'm flying to England, and then I'm going New York, then England, and I'm like, oh, okay, what does she do for a living? Maybe she can help your friend out. And then it turns out she's just like a high paid escort, not like an escort, but like an escort because she just hang out with ballers and stuff, different ones, going around. She's like, like and hanging out with them and just playing a part like a rented girlfriend, pretty much. And she goes on to ask Van, like, hold on, I'm thirsty, y'all. Excuse me. She goes on to ask Van, like, so you still messing with Earn? How's that going? She was like, girl, ain't nobody think about. She was like, it don't. She's like, she's like, oh, because she asked her to go to a listening party later after they go eat. She was like, no, I gotta work and I got this and this to do. And she was like, why can't Earn do it? And then she was like, it don't look like he doing shit on his Snapchat or he busy. He got all the other girls. And I'm like, what other girls? It doesn't really look like Earn really been fucking off with like other females as of this point. It didn't look like he had been have talking to any girls. Like he really looked like he just been grinding, but I don't know, maybe I missed that. Or trying to grind, trying to make fetch happen, put it like that. So she was like, just come or whatnot. So they go and she was like, I just can't believe, we used to talk about girls like that. And I think they were from WAG, they were in WAG together or some shit together. They was young together. You know how you go see one of your homegirls who you used to hang out with and y'all just in different places in life or y'all chose two different life paths and it just clashes or one of y'all is, with a no good ass fuck nigga and the other one, she ain't really all that in a great place. I mean, she goes around the world and is well traveled, well spoken. But I mean, like, what do you really have? Like, where do you got like real money in your bank account? Like, I mean, I'm sure she got some money. Niggas probably give her gifts and shit. And hopefully she stack her paper. Cause, beauty and youth are only gonna last so long. And I know, melanated skin age is different, but still, like you should just have some money in your own and create a business off of, just more off than off of your ass. And so, I don't know. So yeah, so that's going on. And she chose a different path. So I guess she got pregnant from they're not that young. I mean, I don't know how old they supposed to be in this. I don't remember if it was mentioned. I mean, she's teaching, and it's not like they had a baby super young, like in high school. That baby is an infant and in diapers. So, like, she chose to have this child with him. I guess when they were in a better place in their relationship. I don't know what he was doing at the time before they had this child, but or did she just accidentally get pregnant and wasn't on birth control? I don't know the circumstances, but it didn't seem like they were in the financial situation where they should have been having children, especially not him. But yeah, so she was like, we used to make fun of girls like, you, or you used to make fun of girls like you. Like, how could you let, your life be ruined or like, set up by some fuck boy who ain't doing nothing for you and all this. And, they kind of got into it, but just to the point of like how friends get into it. And we, I know your shit, like, don't talk to me like your shit don't stink either because I know you, we've been through, hell and back together, or we've known each other for a long time, so don't do me or don't go there. And, turns out that, her friend Jade, I believe she invited her baller boyfriend and his little, tag along friend. I've been in that situation before too. Got the little, you entertain my buddy. I mean, I put friends in that situation, and I've been the friend that would, you gotta sit on the sidelines, entertain this person. And not nobody like that shit or that random setup like, oh, do you got a girl? But this ain't high school and shit. I ain't bringing no girl for your guy. Like, nah, fuck out of here. Fuck I look like. That's like some high school, college stuff. Ain't nobody doing that now. Like, no, no. And so she's like, excuse me, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And she gets up to leave. Oh, because the friend Jay like went off and was like, they pay me for a service and I earn this and you need to know your worth and all that and blah blah blah. But I'm like, girl, they probably see your ass as, you know, replaceable as fuck. Like it ain't like I'm sure they probably paying you, but I mean, is that how you really want to be seen? At the end of the day, I'm like, I hope you're just making more of it while you sitting there preaching at this girl. She making an honest living teaching and stuff, but to each his own, do whatever you want. I've been almost in both of those situations, kind of. So I can't. Well, no, not really. I don't know why I just said that. I mean, I don't got no kids. I've been in a situation where I'm working and I'm grinding, trying to make something better of myself. But I've also been a girl partying as well and hanging out with dudes who got money or whatnot. That's what I meant by that. I don't got no kids, nor am I looking to have one anytime in the near, like, not like right now. But anyway, um, but just to correct that. So I mean, I can understand to a point where both of them are coming from. Kind of. So she walks off like I'm going to the bathroom, but she's clearly leaving. Then Jay comes up, pulls up on her, and I'm like, damn, she must move way faster than she do. Since how she get in her car and pull up on her, and she just walking away and out the parking lot. Did she have to park real far? I don't know. And then she's like, bitch, get in this car. Just come with me to the thing. You know how your friends like, come on, boo. Like, dang, calm down. It wasn't that deep. Like, just come with me to this little listening party. Let's smoke some weed. She had like a joint. Like, let's smoke this weed and let's just vibe out or whatever. Just come for 5 minutes. I'm talking about 5 minutes. It'll be 5 minutes. Be there forever. And then she's like, I gotta work in the morning. She's like, come on, bitch. So they in the car smoking and stuff, and they just talking. And she's like, "Go take a picture of me and all that." So I guess she ended up going to this listening partner because all it jumped to her waking up the next day, phone just beeping, 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 or ringing, and it's a reminder, drug test tomorrow. I'm like, how you don't remember you got a drug test tomorrow, and then you smoke weed? You what? It was real like. Okay, could have been a little bit better on the writing. Like, how do you not remember that you have a drug test the next day, but you decide to smoke weed and you ain't smoked weed in I don't know how long? It didn't seem like she's somebody who smokes weed. So she called up Paperboy Alfred or whatever, our cousin. She called him up or text him. She's like, "Hey man, I smoke some weed. How do I get?" Well, first she asked Jay, like, I got a drug test and I need some clean, like, I guess she needs some clean pee. And she's like, oh, it'd be like people around here who might have it. I don't know. I'll try to see because, she on her way out the country again or to New York, where the fuck she going. So she's like, I'll see what I can do. Then she texts her back, like, sorry, no luck. You on your own, bitch. So she called Paperboy. She's like, look, man, how do I get, this out of my system? He was like, oh, I thought weed was for losers. That's what I hate. Those type of people who be sitting there trying to talk down about people who smoke weed and then they smoke weed and they in a bind or something, or people who just act like they don't drink or they don't do something and then you catch their ass off guard and then all of a sudden they want to be like, I don't, or want to have all these excuses because they don't avidly like do those things all the time. But don't be talking about people who do. Just mind your business and don't do it. Fuck. Yeah, I just can't stand people like that anyway. So he like, and he's like, it was pretty much too late for her to like she's like, I'll ask around. But it was like, don't you got to be at work in the morning? Like, it's early already. And then Ern came and was going to take the baby anyway. And then she was going through his phone talking about, I want to get so-and-so's number so I can give it to him for a girl or something. Because he's like, is it business related? Like, nah, for a girl. And she's like, oh, so she's swiping through his pictures. And she see a picture of some female. I don't know who the girl is. I ain't seen her. And she like, oh, she throw the phone back. And I'm like, girl, bye. Didn't you just go on a date like a couple episodes ago? Like, why is you pressed? So, yeah. After that, she like walking out to take the diapers because Paperboy was like, he don't really know he how to, Then she looking up on the internet how to like get your pee clean, and she's like, you just smoked yesterday, and then she trying to drink Gatorade, and it's like, don't drink sports drinks. That ain't gonna do shit. And then she carrying out her dirty diapers and shit, and she like, fuck it, I'm about to siphon out the her daughter's pee or whatnot. I'm like, can they tell that it's like infant pee or it's got like diaper stuff in it? I don't know how that goes. I've never been drug tested. I've never had to be I've been on a job where you could possibly be drug tested, but I never have been. That makes sense. But most of the jobs I've had, I didn't need to be drug tested, so wasn't that serious enough. Anyway, so yeah, so she gets enough pee out to put in a little condom, and then goes to work, and then she gets stopped in the hallway by one of her coworkers, like, "Oh, this little boy came in my class or whatnot, and he's supposed to be trying me and all this," and it's flips over to the little boy. He's sitting there looking real creepy and sinister, smiling all freakishly and white face. He's a very chocolate little boy in white face. And he just look like a straight up creep. Like, y'all need to watch him. He might come up to the school and do some weird shit. I don't know if he's gonna shoot the school up because that's a white people thing. No offense. But he might do some strange shit. He might attack somebody. I mean, it's another story for another time, but I've had someone try to attack me, and he was black, and he was had some problems at home and was doing weird shit too, but he only had like some knives. He had no gun. But anyway, another story for another time. Anyway, so she was like, "Well, just I can't just be taking him out to the someone to principal or somewhere that she could take him. So I just can't take him out and deal with him in the class." So she goes take her drug test. Take the drug test. She go filling around all with she make it into the bathroom with the pee. Then she just real stupid with it. She's trying to unopen the condom and whatnot, and the pee just get all over her. I'm like, girl, why didn't you have no better method of opening that condom up? You could have like put the condom over to its side and make sure that by the little, the little tip of the condom where it's like a little space, bit a little hole right there and poured that into the cup. I'm like, why you sitting here fidgeting around? That shit gonna get everywhere. And that's exactly what happened. It's just real stupid. Like, you wasted all that time getting that pee and it was gone in 2 seconds. That was stupid to me. So yeah, so she get called in by her superior or whatever into the office, and she was like, "Oh, so then she didn't even let the woman finish what she was gonna talk about." She was like, "I smoked weed." I'm like, for one, I ain't admitting to shit ever unless you got hard evidence. And I'm like, then it's like, how would she have known that you smoke weed that fast? Why don't you just let the woman finish what she was gonna say? Like, you don't even know she called you in the office for that. And then she was like, oh, she was like, that's just really a formality. Like, we ain't got money to send this pee off every damn time we do a drug test. Like, that's only when you first get hired. But since you told me, I'm gonna have to fire you. But let's just say that I fired you on Friday because so you can get your shit in order. And I'm like, girl, you stupid. And you just like real nervous. You shouldn't commit no crimes because not that you should be committing crimes in general, but you shouldn't go off and do nothing or can't commit crimes with you because girl, you be telling on yourself real fast. What's wrong with you? Um, so that was it. It just felt like real dumb. Like, how would she even know? Like, ain't nobody testing nobody pee that fast. It was just so stupid to me. And now she fired. Like, girl, you got a child. Like, you just need to lie up until somebody got some proof on you. You don't just tell on yourself. Even if you did commit the crime, don't admit to anything. That's how the people get locked up. You admitting the crimes and shit. They ain't got no evidence. They had evidence. You be in jail. But anyway, that's for another time. But yeah, so I guess that is both of the episodes. I don't even know if I did those in because I did those in order. But that was both of those two episodes. I'm trying to just get these done, and I actually have to go watch the next two because right now, if I can. Um, and then I will be back again, and it'll be another video, and then we can do this all over. I don't know if I'm drinking another beer because I'm getting a little tipsy, and I haven't really drank this other one, so I just only have those two beers. So I'll be back, and I keep saying at the end of the damn review, like if you like, subscribe, please. I would appreciate it. We can talk about it. We can talk about beer, whatever you want to talk about. Just put it down below. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.